Yo,
Bro, yo, we are fine,
me see y'all go so.
like, no, coming up on my MacBook. That's why. Yeah. Yes, people. This is the place to be. You
Macaroni.
know,
Well, on. So somebody
outside.
who look fire.
No, I'm up on my.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
but that's crazy, man.
Yeah. Yes, people, this is the place to be. Sprint Ravers live alongside Gully Chris.
Sprint
Season
Ravers.
season premiere of the Millennial View tomorrow.
Oh, it's crazy. It's dropping tomorrow.
5 p.m. on YouTube. Season 3 is officially wrapped, people. So big up everybody with checking on the live. You know what I'm saying? Big up everybody that was on this season.
Mm-hmm.
And this man right here is one of them. Goalie Chris.
So wait, you already filmed everybody else's thing?
Bro, everybody's done. It's on this piece of hardware right here.
Me Jesus.
This is where everything look, and look what I'm doing now. Hold up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because I'm putting in the intro and I
Mm.
had to make an outro. So and you
Yeah.
know all and people, this is a two-part episode. So part one come out tomorrow and then next Tuesday is part two. Cause two that have technical difficulty. Them
Yo, I just remembered something. Did you add the caution?
yeah, I did that, yeah. Nah, I definitely it didn't even take me long to do that. That's the crazy part.
Oh, you found it on YouTube?
Yeah, I just clicked on like a gameplay video and I just screen recorded it and then boom. Easy.
Oh, the memories it brought back. 2000.
Bro, 2001, bro. And like I just knew that it was like perfect there cause like the sound really like cut off.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to like turn up the video audio like all the way up that way you could hear it. Because with iPhone, it's terrible with
Mm-hmm.
sound, So I had to make sure it was turned all the way up. But so at least people would still be able to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
2001. And of course, that was the year that my neighbors moved in, and my Jamaican neighbor, and that's how I got into the whole.
Mm,
Yeah. Like,
mm,
2001 was a crazy, and of course, well, 9/11. But other than that, it was, a crazy, it was a pretty cool year, I guess.
all that too.
Yeah.
Yes, people checking. Big up everybody with just checking.
Yeah. Yeah. We give it like another minute, and then we jump into you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
just wanted to basically touch on like whatever I felt like maybe I missed during the video. I don't know, but like we could just tell them like the parts of like what we're really getting into in the video and stuff like that.
Mm. You know what's funny? I actually just came across some video that reminded me of the theme of the episode too. And then I was just like, yo, damn, like I forgot to mention this kid's name. I don't know the kid's name, but I know the kid like on social media. Like he's kind of like popular, but
Yeah.
I forgot to mention it. So I just saw it. So I'm definitely gonna bring it up here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Definitely. Whatever that after we get into it. What the hell? What kind of bike is that? Yo, people's is wild.
What a dirt bike.
Nah, it's like a what's I didn't wanna well because I'm near a park right now where all the people walking. It's one of those bikes where you lean all the way back and like you're kind of like pedaling, which when you're
Oh, oh.
that shit is
I
kind of
them something.
yeah
Yeah.
shit. So all right, 7 people. I mean, it's Memorial Day weekend. Everybody,
Bro, yeah, we could definitely start it. So, yes, people, you are tuned in to the Sprint Live. I am your host, Sprint Ravers, alongside Goalie Chris.
war.
Season 3 premiere, Millennial View. Tune in tomorrow, 5 p.m. on YouTube. Also, catch it on other listening platforms such as Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
Unicycle, there it go. Yeah, Unicycle.
I didn't want to cut you off. I was gonna wait till you was done, but yeah, you'll see it first. You see it
Yeah.
first. Unicycle. Thank you, Vincent Vixen. You are
Yes, people. Yes, do remember to subscribe to the channel if you want more updates on the
Mm.
podcast.
And people,
So
if you don't remember, this is the man who interviewed me. You know what I mean?
yes,
Interview a lot of y'all been waiting for some explanations.
yes, back in January, yes, I interviewed this man, season 2, Gully Chris, Gully Chris.
Season one, but
Yo, so the theme of the episode that's going to be released tomorrow is cultural appropriation.
yep,
And we touched upon, certain fields about cultural appropriation because I feel like it's definitely a topic that needs to be spoken about.
yep,
And it's kind of overlooked too because, a lot of distractions
yeah,
go on in our generation. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So, wanting to tell the people what we talk about still are some things that you wanted to add.
Oh yeah, like especially because of me in the dancehall culture, like and actually growing up with it.
Mm,
Uh, really over the internet is where you get those type of people like, oh, culture vulture argument and shit like that, and it's just like you're not you don't even know like like someone who is genuinely like a culture vulture is someone who like really like takes it and says that they did this and did that, and of course doesn't give back in any type of way.
mm,
Like me financially, I can't, you know, give back to dance hall. But the only thing I could give back and say is like it pay homage and say, yo, this is what helped me. Like I said on, of course on the podcast, like it helped me. And every time I do a dance video, the least I can do is tag the creators of the dance that those
absolutely.
in the video. And I feel like if you don't want to be seen as a person who's appropriating the culture or a culture vulture, when you make these videos, tag the creators, pay homage, and say, "Yo, this is dancehall vibes right here." And so far, this is what I've seen with some of these white dancers um from what I saw. Like they'll tag like for example exclusive, and they doing exclusive dancehall moves or Black Eagles or whoever ravers too. Um,
Mm, big
and
up Rivers
yeah,
outside.
oh ravers, clavers. Uh, at least do that, and then like and of course like even if you found success on the internet like some of these other dancers, especially from Europe or whatever, or Asia, South America, because there's a lot of them too there too. At least follow other dancers from Jamaica. You can't just like have that platform and try to act so popular and too good that you can't follow back the dancers who are basically from the country that it originated from.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And then um and in my opinion, especially when it comes down to hip hop or whatever too, you see these Grammy awards and
Hmm.
they they're quick to nominate a white rapper before they nominate a black rapper and give the award to a black rapper. You know what I mean? And it's just like there's the bias. And especially like when we touched on the whole Eminem situation. Eminem, in my opinion, is one of the greatest. But is he the greatest and the best rap? No, I would never say that.
Mm.
And I just like some people would say that. I'm like, listen, you can't just say that. You can't just say, oh, he's the best. Like, even he doesn't want to be considered that. You know, I mean, I've seen some of his interviews and the things that he says, and he's always said Redman, Tretch from Naughty by Nature, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane was his inspirations, and others as well. But like, that's the issue. And then when these things happen, when MTV does this bias shit and all these other awards, they don't even nominate the motherfucking rappers who actually from New York City where hip hop originated.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And then you always nominate white rappers. Then you wonder why this shit happens. You know what I mean? Eminem's even spoke about that shit. That's why I don't think he said he doesn't even want to be on MTV and stuff like that when it comes down to the awards. But it's just like that's the type of shit You know what I mean? Because there was a time I think KRS-One touched on it, and they said that MTV wouldn't play no black music
Mm,
and other things.
really?
I think people should be able to do whatever without. Yeah, exactly. You know, Matthew, exactly. Because the same thing goes
Mm-hmm.
talking about cultural appropriation fuels racism. The world should be black. Okay, that's the thing. Especially me with the whole dance hall. I, I feel like I have to um because I'm Greek American, of course, and I grew up with Jamaicans most of my life, and of course I grew up in an area which is 85-90% African American, and the other is like mostly Latino, and then the minority is whatever white, the minority of the neighborhood. Some people say I shouldn't even consider myself white because I'm Greek and it's different. I really don't care when it comes down to that. I'm just like, okay, non-black, whatever. Um, but I feel like it has to be expressed in a way because, like, it's true. Like, we should all get along and accept like the diverse, like, you people who are, you know what I mean, you live in a diverse community, but you got to like pay that respect towards that culture that you're not from, that you have gained popularity from. You know what I mean? And
Mm.
Eminem has said that he's
I
done
want
that
to
shit. Like
say,
he's paid the respect.
y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, with what's his name? Hanks, Chet Hanks. Him,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna snipe him real quick, cause I mean, I like all the man go on IG and him a talk whole heap of patois and him nah give her
Mm-hmm.
the credits. I don't feel like he big us up like that. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So
I think
that
yeah, it's kind of, and you know what it is too. Somebody said that his
mhm,
baby mom's is Jamaican or some shit like that.
really.
Yeah, I see. I don't know that because this is the thing, right? And
Hmm.
again, thank you, Matthew. Um, I think it because it just came out of nowhere. Like
It did come out of exactly.
all of a sudden he says, "Big up the youths, them a Kingston," and I'm like,
Yo, when I
I was like,
tell you it
"Big up the youths,
was
them a
cringe.
Kingston." I'm like, yo, it sound like an Englishman when I try chat patois. Like, I'm like, dog, you need
Exactly.
some listen first before you haven't said Kingston, dog, not Kingston. Like the
Bro, like the man he was dragging it, and I'm just like, yo, he did it not even just once. I think he did it in like 3 videos, and I was just like, but where's this coming from? What
yeah,
is pushing you to do this? Like, are
exactly.
you even linking up with like Jamaicans to be doing this? Like, do you know personally? Do you personally know other Jamaicans to be doing this?
Yeah,
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
and
Cause
then
even
Khaled was doing the same thing, and I understand Khaled
eh,
traveling even back then. He knew them, but I was just like, but the thing, and even Khaled was doing extra because he went on the radio show one time and he was like, "Oh, see, y'all might as well call me Jamaican because I don't do that to my wife. I don't eat my wife's pussy."
yeah.
I'm like, oh, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, yo. Like, first of all, how many okay, first of all, we know it's a part of the dancehall culture where, people are like, oh, yo, we don't do them thing there, but not for them do it.
Mm,
But it's just a thing of the culture. But like now you just dragging it. That's like me doing that. Like if I do that, people will fucking laugh at me. Like, oh yeah, yo, I grew up with Jamaicans, so I'm not doing that. They were like, come on, bro. Like you sound stupid. And then he did that radio show, and then like a year later, I think he had like a he was in one of those pools that like those see-through pools on like a building, and he was
yeah,
kissing his wife's ass. He had his face up in his wife's ass. So I'm like,
for real.
yeah, like so you're talking about
Oh,
oh,
see?
that you don't do that to your wife. Oh, and well, he's like, well, as a male who makes money, you're not supposed to, you know what I mean? You got to have a certain status. And I'm like, shut the fuck
A
up, bro.
certain status. See this, and
Status.
this is the sad reality we live in, people. You
Yeah,
get exposed in one of the worst ways, like in Nyam Debati.
yeah, like,
I don't even know.
and then there was a debate with that. You know, The Rock was on Twitter. He was like, well, according to DJ Khaled, he doesn't do this, but well, The Rock has been telling you all he's been eating the Poo-Tang pie since 1999 because he says the
Mm,
pie, and then other people were having like debates on it. What do they think? And one dude was like, "Well, if you're the breadwinner and she's sitting at home taking care of the kids, what's the point of doing it?" And I'm just like, what? Like,
right.
it's different. But I'm talking about that's your wife though. Like, that's where the communication lies. You're a fucking millionaire. You're the one making the money. But when it comes down to doing certain things with you and your wife, like that's your fucking wife. Like,
Right.
in
Big
my
up, Chrissy.
I don't care how many Jamaicans I grew up with, and they might bun me out, but when it comes down to that type of argument, I'll be like, yo, that's my wife. I do what I want with my wife. You're not gonna tell me
Right.
fuck out of here. Like, it's not some chick on the streets. Like, nasty fucker.
Mm. Yo, so the video that I came across, I don't know if you ever seen videos with this little white boy and he be having a silk do-rag on and he,
Oh, that white boy from New York, right? That young
yes,
yo
yes.
cursing like yo.
Yo, I just came across the video where he was like, hello, where we at? We outside. I'm like, I watched it like 3 times, right? And I'm like, yo, he's not black. And why is he speaking like that?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, what is it that, you know, influences them to talk like that? I feel like, yo,
From what I heard, this is and I know what you mean because there's a certain
yeah,
like before we continue, I know some people are gonna think that I don't want nobody to think this way, like, oh, acting black, acting white, because as someone who grew up in the streets,
mm,
I was approached on some shit like that sometimes. And one time it almost led to a fight, but I told this dude, I was like, yo, you better back your bitch ass up because don't you live on Flax Hill or Flat Flax Hill is like basically a nicer area where I live in Norwalk.
mm,
And it's not the fucking hood. I grew up in South Norwalk, which is people didn't want to go or walk around there at nighttime. And I was always at the corner store walking around at nighttime. I was cool with people from different sets.
mm,
But I was approached on some a couple of times. Most of the times, I don't know what it is with me. Girls like hate me. I don't know what it is. I've been approached by a few girls like, "Oh, you think you black?" And I'm just like, bitch, you from the fucking suburbs. I'm like, do you even know where I'm from? I said, you just go to the school. I said, do you know the people I know? I'm like, don't ever approach me on some dumb shit. And then they had to learn the hard way. And then later on, they tried to be cool with me. And I was like, fuck out of here. And then we never became cool after that. I don't fucking
mm,
because I don't like that kind of disrespect. And this happened with a few people, and I still don't fuck with them to this day because you knew from day one where I'm rocking with. Because if I was some white boy from the suburbs, you would not see me in fucking Bridgeport parties and fucking Brooklyn parties. You would not see me in certain areas like that. But
mm.
with him, I know I just dragged it a little bit and going on.
Nah,
But
you're good.
I heard about him being from like actually being from one of the projects in New York.
Mm,
But in my opinion, to continue with the whole acting white, acting black, I think there's some people that drag it so much where they're actually trying to get fame. And I think
mm,
that maybe could be one of the situations. But from what I've seen and what I've heard, he's always been at one of those parks in the hood, and that's. But the thing is, it's probably people influencing him. I don't know his. That's what from what I've heard, and I asked. I remember on Facebook, I'm like, yo, who is this? And they're like, oh yeah, he's really from the hood. He's really from. I think they said Brooklyn or some shit, but I don't know which part or
mm.
yeah, they said it was one of those hoods.
I
And
feel like I'm Brooklyn still, cause my boy talk like him come from Brooklyn.
yeah, that's that tough shit. They talk mad tough,
Yeah, aggressive.
aggressive, like. And the thing is, I don't know if he said. Did he say the N word though?
No,
Oh,
no, I've never heard him say it, and that's something that
me
you
too.
know, Makayana glad him never
Yeah,
say it, cause yo, that I really would have lost it, bro. Like, Cause there's people that really like hype stuff like that up. Like
Yeah,
they were hyping them up like, oh, I want to be on his type of timing. Like, yo, he's my mood. And I'm just like, yo, but
and
you
I
know,
be talking like people be typing and commenting that on anything. Oh, this is my mood. Like, shut the fuck up, yo. Like,
family, like, bro, it annoying for real, bro. Like,
everything is mood, 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 mood.
mood this, mood that. Be your own mood.
Like, so can I just think maybe he's got, him being from that area. I don't know
Mm.
his living situation. It might be people hyping him up. And then you got this other yo, you know that rapper China Mac?
China Mac?
Yeah, he's a Chinese dude, but he's from like I don't know which part of New York.
No, no, I don't know. I don't know.
He's actually like he's lived like a certain lifestyle, and I guess he does have respect out here in these streets, and
For
he's been
real?
in interviews with I think DJ Vlad and shit like that, and he
Uh,
about that the N word too. He was like, yo, he was like when I was, doing, what I mean, doing my dirt, and I was with the homies. He was like most of the time I was just around all black and some Latino, and he says we were
mm,
saying the N word like crazy. And
mm,
China Mac, I think he said that. He said, when we was talking, he said I would use that word, and he said, but
mm,
when it came down
mm,
to rapping, he didn't want to, even though he's got respect in the streets and this, it's something that you don't want to really say in the raps because of the whole respect situation. So even him, a dude who is been about that life, he says, yo, I don't want to pass cross that line and have
connection
situations, even
weird.
though he's like, oh come on, the connection's acting fucked up.
Yeah, I can hear you now though.
Technical difficulty, people. Gully Chris will return in a few. But do remember tomorrow is the season premiere of the Millennial View 6. So Gully Chris, come back already.
Yo, connection weird.
I don't
Me
know.
didn't even know Wagwan still, but
I didn't even move.
yo, I don't know. I don't know. But continue.
Yeah, so
They did talk about China Mac.
yeah, so
And it,
like
yeah.
even him who grew up in he was like in and out of jail. He said he was good friends with that rapper Mano, and Mano's known.
Mm,
He's kind of known with that. Um, so he might have been from Brooklyn too. But he even said that. So even if him like, because I think there was a situation where on a radio show they were like, oh, I would smack anybody, if China, if you said the N word, I smack, and they was about to get heated. You know what I mean? Because he
mm,
was like, don't nobody threaten me. You know what I mean? But he was
mm,
like, I don't say that word because of respect. And he says, I've said it to even some of the most savage motherfuckers you know. So he's like,
mm,
but he says, I just don't say it because of what I know now. You know what I mean? Because he's not trying to deal with, all of that type of energy. But yeah, so that's the thing. And like I said to you on the show, like, when I was growing up, I heard it every fucking day. And um, have I said it before? Yeah. And I said it around a few friends because eventually, and there was time, and I didn't even want to say it, but sometimes it'll slip out because I'm hearing it, and then I'm like, fuck, I didn't even want to say it, but they wouldn't even get mad because they know what was going on. They know that I wouldn't, you know what I mean? I didn't say it in that way or in a racist way. I was just saying it because of where I grew up. But
mm.
even now, like, I don't, it hasn't slipped out in a long time. I'm talking about I haven't said it in a long time, but it's just something that I agree. Like it's a respect thing. Like I don't even like to. I never even wanted like to say it. You know what I mean?
Did you
Because
ever get trolled for saying it?
uh no, because I haven't said it on social media.
Oh, okay,
I
got you, got you,
It was
got you.
way
But
before.
I mean, like when you said it, yeah, when you said it back
Yeah,
then, did you get trolled?
Nah, never.
Never.
They
Oh.
like, yo, you good, bro? Like,
Mm.
you good? Like, you ain't even
Hmm.
saying it like that. But I'm just like, I know, but you know the history. And they're like, bro, you good? You from where we from? You can say it.
Oh.
So I'm like, I know, but I just don't, because because of the history of the word. So I don't want to say it. You know,
Yeah.
like I was hearing it every fucking day, and I'm like, yo, like it slips out, and especially with the music, especially when we there listening to fucking D Block, and we listening to Wu Tang, we listening to everybody else, and every song, motherfuckers say that word. So it's like, you know what I mean? I was hearing it in the music, I was hearing it every day in real life, and it happens.
So wait, let me ask you this, right? Do
Yeah.
you feel um like people that are mixed that have like a black parent and a white parent, are they allowed to say the N word or
I,
nah?
I guess so because they got they're half black. they got
Yeah,
they got black. You know what I mean? Like you have, even though you're half white, it's like you still got that black in you. You know what I mean?
because you got some of them mixed kids that sound really extremely white, like yeah, 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 like some of them would
Oh
talk
my god,
them weirder, eh?
yeah.
Yeah,
My
you have
friend,
some of them.
she knows about the story anyway. Like we forgive you. Like
Oh, oh,
yeah,
oh,
I
oh.
just like times. She's, yo, shit. Or just like how like I remember so the same thing with Eminem, like when you know
Yeah.
the whole culture, and he spoke about that, and everybody spoke about it's the bias in the media, like for example, like you know, like if D12, like Eminem and D12, they'll just want Eminem instead of D12 because okay, he's white rapper, but you know what I mean. Same thing
Mm-hmm.
with me, like when I was with Extreme Dancers, um, um, it was me and three other black dancers, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes some people just book me individually. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like, um, that was the thing. Like, and sometimes like some people would say to me, "Yo, you're the best dance hall dancer I've ever seen." I'm like, ah. I'm like, I don't want to be considered that. I never want to be told I'm the best. Like, I don't think I'm the best. Like, ain't no way.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I take it seriously, and I've always loved dancing, and it took me out of depression. It took me out of a situation, like I said on the interview. I could have lived a different type of lifestyle, but it took my attention away from that type of lifestyle.
Absolutely.
I could have been, I was this close, like I said, to joining that gang. I was, even though I was, you know, into the dancing. I think I told you the story. I'll say it on the live where I was
Mm-hmm.
linking up with somebody who was into the drug scene, and I'm talking about not just weed. I mean, I did the weed. I sold weed, and that's nothing. That's nothing compared to what other motherfuckers is dealing with. But
Mm-hmm.
he had he had it all, like pills, whatever. And then I was just linking up with him. I was like, yo, I need this money. And then I was supposed to meet up with him, and he gets he gets popped. He gets shot and killed. And
So,
imagine if I
right.
would have stayed doing that. The money was there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what kind of scared me away from that lifestyle and made me
Right.
dance, because it was a sign, in my opinion, of God, a sign from somebody. Yo, I understand you sold weed, but you better stay away from that other shit. You know, because I know some dudes out here in the streets and they say, bro, I sell weed, and nowadays weed ain't even nothing. Now weed is like basically legal in most.
Legal, yeah. Anybody can get it.
But even back then, like when it comes down to the big drugs,
Mm-hmm.
you dealing with mafia, you dealing with ma- not just mafia, you dealing with you got to be careful of Asian gangs, you got to be careful of other gangs, because you're selling something that makes them big money, because who does cocaine? It's the rich man's drug. So that's
Right.
big money's at. When you fucking selling weed, you selling $10, $20, $50 bags, that ain't nothing. When it comes down to that big shit, people's is making big money. So I think that was just a sign from God, like, yo, this man had it coming to him. And not that I'm saying he deserved it, because he was always cool with me, but I was just trying to make some money on the side, because growing up, how I grew up, I couldn't ask my mom for much. And when that happened, it kind of scared me away from that shit.
This dude, I'm listening to what he's saying. That's why I'm serious.
Why so serious? Yeah,
Yeah, no, I'm listening to what he's saying. No, the him said, why am I looking so serious?
yeah, because
No, I'm listening to what you're saying.
you know,
I'm supposed to be smiling at this. Oh, somebody got popped. I'm supposed to smile at. No, I'm smiling at that. That don't make no sense.
somebody I knew I was making money with got fucking shot.
Right.
But
Hey, come on, bro.
10 years ago, so. But that's what kind of
Bro.
took me away from that, and I focused on the dancehall scene. It kind of like, I said, yo, imagine, imagine if, imagine if I was, there. Because mind you,
Mm,
I took the train, and I missed the fucking train.
hmm.
So imagine if I went there on time.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to. When that situation, I never told my mom. I didn't tell my family, because they was already crazy, like, you know what I mean? Especially when it comes down to the party scene and shit like that. So I was just like, yo, you know what? I'm going to keep this with me for a long time. And
Mm,
I feel like, of course, doing these interviews. No, I know Mike is straight. But
yeah.
that's what made me say, yo, I know I need money, because I'm not no rich white boy from the suburbs. I'm just the first generation Greek American whose parents came from the fucking countryside. But I'm gonna stick to this dancing, because it makes me feel like, when I'm actually dancing, it makes me feel happy. So I said,
Absolutely.
I can't live this life. I guess it's not for me. I guess it's not for me. And that was the second sign, because
Hmm.
the first time was people's that I was trying to get involved with. It was like, yo, why are you trying to get down with us? I was like, yo, we know each other. He was like, yo, but you cool with everybody else. You cool with the people we got beef with. How are you gonna be cool with everybody and join us? And you do the dancing shit. You got to make up your mind. You can't do this. And it's like I said, it's just a shock. But when you're young and you don't have that father figure in your life, you look up to what you see is cool. We see what we see on TV.
Yeah.
We see the
Yes.
videos, and that's what I mean. And people don't understand that. They just think, oh, why would you want to join a gang? Like, motherfucker, because that's what coming from you, who fucking had mommy and daddy to pay for your college.
Hmm.
Our mom was fucking full-time job trying to get help, and then while she's at work, we at home and doing what? We don't want to stay home.
Make your money.
You want to get out the house and be around. And who's outside? And especially if you live in the hood, who's outside? Not the money makers is outside.
Bro, I was having a discussion earlier. I said, yo, life is all about the choices that you make. You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes one decision that could affect your future.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, put it like this, right? If I never took track and field serious, bro, I probably would have, been on a different path, bro. I probably
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't have become, one of the top guys in the city to be running a fast time in 100. I probably wouldn't have been dancing now. I
Yeah.
probably wouldn't have been dancing. So, a life is all about the choices you make. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
And that's the thing, like, some people that they probably don't know about me, because, like I said, I've heard some, and I've told you this on the thing, but I've heard some rumors,
Hmm.
oh, he's just probably trying to vulture from the culture, or, he's always smiling. He thinks, what I mean, it's sweet. And I'm like, motherfucker, because you don't know my story. That's why you think I think shit is sweet. You see me smiling all the time, but you don't know what really happened. You don't know how I grew up. You know what I mean? That's the thing about social media, especially when I just post up the jokes and this and this. They just look at the sweeter side. Like,
Hmm.
and it be from people who didn't even grow up. And that's the thing too. Like, when I find out who be talking shit, and I find out, I'm like, yo, shut your little punk ass suburban ass the fuck up, bro. Like, I'll be like, yo, shut your ass up. You're not even from where I'm from. And I'm not even from the most dangerous
Yo,
area. But you would piss your fucking pants if you was outside at 8 o'clock at night where I was from. So shut the fuck up, yo. Like, That's the type of shit that pisses me off. Like,
Yo, put it like this, right? The people that always have the most, like the loudest person in the room is the weakest. That's it. The loudest person in the room is the weakest,
yeah.
and they always have so much to say because it's the fact that they're not you. They can't do the dance moves like you. They wish they could do that.
And that's another thing.
You know what I'm saying?
On the thing, the only time I've ever, the very few people who've ever called me the culture vulture, and it's like that, are people who don't do nothing for the fucking culture.
Psych, big up.
They don't do nothing for the culture. They do nothing. They don't contribute. They don't say shit about the culture. But they quick to say, well, who's the culture vulture, who's this and that. But what do you do for the fucking culture? What have you done? What have
Yeah.
you done for the culture? Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, because you have some people that's like not really proud of where
Psych.
they come from, and some of them call me like hypocrite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Psych like no one else. That's my homie. And Rita Pearl too. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah, like talking about quick to, and it's always and it's too like all these fake ass pages too. They got all they do is share memes and they don't like have no pictures of themselves. I'm like, first of all, you're a fucking troll page anyway. Like that's talking all that. I'm like, know the difference between a culture vulture and someone who is actually like in it and who understands that they are not of it, but they're paying the fucking homage. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
A real vulture is someone who will take it and say, yo, I created that and not and basically like that's like me saying, oh, I created Bogle dance. Like the fuck. But let's just say it was around my time and I like Elvis. I know some people love Elvis, but at that time it was easy to steal. The move that he was doing, they said that he actually like went to Jamaica and he was taking the moves from Jamaica. That's what I heard. That he was in Jamaica. Like the few moves he saw in Jamaica, he did it. And like they were saying those are Elvis's moves. And they were like, nah, that's not Elvis's moves.
No way.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's what I heard, yo. I'm not trying to
I must have missed that because what? That would have had me
and
rolling.
he was doing like, well, in moves too that were popular with, you know, blues and disco or whoever, like black or
Yeah.
from like black culture. He was doing like the moves that they would do and they loved it. But if it was James Brown or somebody like that, they were
Yeah, I feel good.
yeah, just like Rita, exactly. He stole those moves from black people, and it's just like if you say like for example, like if I did a music video, like okay, for example, and not saying that she didn't probably pay homage because of course she's black, but Beyonce, I remember she had dancehall dances in the video, and like I don't remember her saying anything about that being dancehall. You know what I mean? That's
Bro.
the thing. Like some of these people, they have dancehall dances and videos, and like they don't ever say it. Now they've been saying ever since Instagram, like Janet Jackson's video. That's how Blacka and them Monday like get popular, because I think they was in it with Daddy Yankee and Janet Jackson.
Daddy Yankee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daddy
Yeah.
Yankee!
Yeah. Big up Blacka see him here. You see me?
Dancer family, big up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's why when I put my name Gully Chris Dancer, I didn't want to use CA because
CA.
I use SA. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? SA because I just thought it was different too, because like you know S and C can both. So I was like dancer, and I want nobody. I saw nobody with that, and they wanted to do something different. You know what I mean? To put the S in the dancer. But,
Bro, I wanna talk about the whole dancehall thing real quick.
yeah.
Like, yo, dancehall, like when the Americans like take some of the stuff from dancehall, we don't get the credit for it.
Yeah,
You
that's
know what I'm saying? It's like dancehall is so overlooked. Yo, even with the verses with Bounty and Beanie, right? They acknowledge every verses from 2020. And everybody was like, yeah, but Beanie and Bounty was the best one, Ray Ray. But like the versus people didn't even like put them on the cover.
yeah. I saw that they put like they put the cover and they put everybody except Bounty and Beanie, and that was one of the most viewed ones.
Bro, everybody like lost it, bro. Like that and you know, to be honest, that's the only verses I watched. I didn't watch no other verses.
Who,
I didn't.
who was on it? What? Yeah, I didn't. Yo, listen. And I don't give a fuck what nobody call me a hater or whatever. But who was it? Gucci Mane versus Young Jeezy. Bro, listen, listen, listen. Oh my God. I'm sorry. But ever since those two motherfuckers was in hip hop, that's when hip hop, in my opinion, just got fucking whack. I'm
Mm.
sorry. Like, I think there was like 2 songs by Jeezy I thought were okay. I didn't hear anything else. I'm sorry, but Gucci was just like, I'm riding in this shit. And getting really dead. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker can't rap. Like, this is the type of the shit that's lit. Like, I can't listen to that shit, yo. And then when you say some shit like this, you hating on the South, bro. First of all, Texas rappers got some good flows, and there's some good Atlanta rappers. Like I said, look, he follows me and I follow him. Phase One, he's on my shit. FAISE 1. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he's lyrical. He's from Atlanta. Andre 3000 and Big Boy and fucking Killer Mike, them they could go, they can spit, and they from Atlanta.
Mm.
But it's just this new shit is just like what?
Bro, it's a headache, bro. Cause look, there's this song by Kodak Black called Z Look Jamaican or something like that. Yo, when you listen to the lyrics, bro, you're gonna lose brain cells, bro. Cause the chorus, I'm like, yo, this is what everybody finds cool, bro. Like,
In a tunnel vision, I need me a little baby who gonna listen. Like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck
bro,
is that? Is that you call that music? Like,
I
how do
don't know,
you
yo.
that music, bro? Like, I just don't understand, yo. And then, like I said, you know, like, because I definitely had wanted to touch up on that, again with the whole Eminem and shit like that. Like, them
Mm,
Monday, like he of course paid homage. I don't know, there's maybe a few other white rappers like they do too. Um, like what's his name, Macklemore, like he admitted he's like, you know what, mate, y'all right. He says I gotta, I won all these awards and a lot of black rappers haven't. And I guess every time that there was especially with George Floyd, and I think he was there with the protests. He had donated to, like, he was speaking out. That
mm.
okay, fine. That you speaking out, you're there with the people. But so that's one thing I wanted to make sure I touched on again before people watch the video, because I don't want nobody to just, and that's another thing. People have selective hearing. They're not gonna fucking really pay attention to what you say. They're just, oh, you're just sticking up for them because you're white. That's happened before. So I'm just like, oh my God, I ain't sticking up for nobody because they white.
That's what I'm
First of
talking
all,
about. People, you gotta watch the entire
no,
thing. That way you get the understanding. Stop skipping. Stop pinpointing. Like, watch the entire thing. Yo, you learn something new every day.
yeah, same thing with Rita said too. No substance, no storyline, no nothing.
Nothing. Exactly. Yo, bro, no storytelling whatsoever in this music, bro. Like the storytelling and
Yeah,
yo, and even right now what's happening with police brutality, the Black Lives Matter thing, hate crime, whatever. Yo,
yeah,
these artists are not even sending any messages right now. Their music.
and the thing is,
They not do that.
and the thing is, and this is the thing too. Um,
Mm,
Even as a black rapper, they're not even saying nothing that's going on. And still to this day, you talking about stop the violence, but the next day, you talking about killing an op. I gotta kill an op. I'm like, so what do you want to do? You know what I mean?
mm,
Exactly, Rita. That's another thing too. And that's what the media does. You know what I mean? They're gonna create that narrative. So ever since that shit happened, I swear to God, and I'm not trying to be funny, but ever since 2020 happened and then all of this, bro, my algorithm went like this. My shit was like this. I was getting views, thousands of views on videos. You know how much video I dropped that I don't even have reached 1,000 yet?
damn.
Meanwhile, I was regularly getting 3,000 views, 2,000 views on video. My shit went like this.
Mm,
And then, like I said, people, and now about people talking shit. Ever since that happened, I noticed people have been more people. I've been hearing more about this person's talking shit about you, this person's talking shit about you. And most of the time, it sucks to say, because like I said, I don't know why females hate me so much, but it be women that be talking shit about me. I'm just like, why? I love y'all.
Oh man,
So,
yo,
and that's it. Oh wait, wait, you were gonna say something?
no, go ahead.
So I think I said it on the show too, but you know, one of the original rappers that they're the ones who really started it, Grandmaster Melly Mel. You know, the ones who sing, the one who sang, it's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me
Sounds makes me wonder. Yeah,
remember what I told you, Chris. Psych, you're gonna have to remind me. Um, it's probably not just there yet. I'm sorry. But he said, in his opinion, I know you don't, and because you know I look past. Because yo, at the end of the day, we all look. Listen, on our mentality, we look past that. But it's just that the way media controls certain people don't. You know what I mean? Can't.
bro. I was real quick. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, bro. At the end of the day, they gave you a view.
Yeah.
So they could talk all they want, but they gave you a view. Thanks for watching. You just gave me some watch
Yeah.
time.
Like people.
At the end of the day.
Like, like I remember somebody commented on my shit. It was like culture vulture alert, and then I was just like, okay, thanks for the comment.
A comment. Look at you. You gotta come on, bro.
Commented on it. Every comment boosts up the views because it boosted
Exactly.
up the cover page. So why are you commenting on it? And then,
Bro.
whatchamacallit, when that video went viral with me of me skunking,
Yeah.
one page was I guess like not really a pro-black. It's one of the fake ass pages to create hate. That's what I say. It's not you're not really it's not really a pro-black page, but it was like, oh, not today colonizer. I'm like, you do not. I'm Greek fucking American. We did not colonize shit. We was fucking enslaved by the Ottoman Empire at the same time the whole African slave trade was happening. You stupid motherfucker. That's how I'm like, yo, you didn't even fucking do your history actually. But it said not today colonizer. I had like 10 people say they came from that page and said, yo, they said they think that this is just a troll page trying to create friction. They were telling me like this is what they said. They were like, yo, if you want to report it, go report it. I'm like, I'm not. There's no point for me to report it. Leave it up there to show. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, Melly Mel, who's from the Bronx, where hip hop originated, was like, in his opinion now, he says he sees a lot of these new rappers as culture vultures. He says because, and this is my opinion too, and I'm not going to say any names because
Kai, big up.
backlash from the fans, because, and especially because one of the females that has said it, you know, she's popular now, and you know her fan base is like ready to kill people. But it's not just her; it's a few other rappers too. They were like, "I ain't no rapper. I'm not a hip hop artist. I'm a rock star. I don't care." So, explain to me how that's not vulturing from hip hop. You saying that you don't care about hip hop, but you're in it and you're making money from hip hop. So that's culture vulturing too. You stealing from hip hop. You don't care about hip hop culture. You care about making your money and getting the fuck out. And this is coming from all types of races and genders of people too. So that's another argument. You know what I mean? It's you know what I mean?
Yo, bro, like nobody, yo, like I said, bro, some
Oh,
people they're hypocrite, bro. Eh?
it was skipping again. I saw you. I'm not skipping, right?
Nah, I can hear you now.
I'm like, nah, don't end again.
You can hear me?
Yeah, and I can hear you perfectly. Nah, but you were skipping a little bit, and I was like,
I
come on.
was?
Yeah.
But yeah, like, bro, the
Oh,
music industry, bro, like, psych, big up. Be sure to subscribe to the Millennial View podcast in my link tree.
yo,
Less people.
psych. Oh my God. You listen. It's like
bro.
she's going back to work, but yo, she's been someone
Oh,
who's
that's a girl. Oh,
yeah, yup, and she's always been supporting my shit like
mm,
from when she followed me. She followed me through Mad White Jamaican, so because of
mm.
him, I got like a good amount of follow. Yeah, he helped me reach 10K, so like she's always been one of the true supporters. And yeah, if
Oh,
I'm
true.
following Sprint, please do,
Hmm.
and then I'll give him the link to his YouTube. Give you the link to his YouTube channel.
Yes, people that are just checking in, you are now tuned into Sprints Live. I am your host, Sprint Ravers, alongside Goalie Chris. We are promoting the season premiere of the Millennial View podcast. We will be talking about cultural appropriation. Bro, like with these people, got the most to say about culture vultures. Again, they don't have these talents that we have, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have the talents that we have. Cause look, yo, look at Europeans, bro.
Yeah,
Europeans love dancehall.
yeah,
They love it, and they pay homage to it. And then that's why I respect Europeans so much because they always pay the homage to it.
yeah,
But the people that do these things and they don't pay the homage, it's like, well, I mean, do you know where this came from?
yeah,
Do
exactly.
you know the history?
And
Where is your background check? You see
it's
it.
my opinion when it comes down to that culture vulture argument. It's a minority of people who are
Hmm.
actually the culture vultures. It's not that many. Like it's a few out here, but like I said, from what I've seen, even some of these dancers from Norway or Sweden and on them thing, they're like
Hmm.
they've tagged the dancers that they're doing, such as myself. I tagged, and the dancers
Right.
sharing it, exclusive, overdose, overload, all of these people, Black Eagles, and then Monday they follow me too, and I've had conversations with these people in these dancers, and they tell me, yo, it's such a crazy story that how you say you grew, how you when, like same thing when you found out about my story. They
Hmm.
shocked because they're used to seeing dancers from Europe who have not even been around Jamaicans really at all in Asia. In other countries who've never even been around Jamaicans, and they meet me and they like, yo, you fucking actually grew up with it. You actually grow it with dog. You actually you, and then them find out say, yo, yeah, dance from Panny River years. You know where you know about this? And I'm like,
Hmm.
and I say Sample Six, and I know Sample Six, I know Timeless Dancers, and I show them some of the old videos. They be like, yo, they go crazy.
Yeah.
And I got their number on WhatsApp, and it's just like, that's the connection I've built because when you're actually genuine, people know that.
Right.
When you're not genuine,
Exactly.
they feel that, and they're like, yo, good luck with your shit. You know what I mean? And,
Hmm.
and that's the thing too. You have reminded me, like, in my opinion too, when people act extra, like that white kid from that Brooklyn or whatever, and he
Yeah.
extra and like, or like Chet Hanks, like you have some people that take the negative aspects from the cultures and try to you make the videos and do certain things to move a certain way. Like for example, like I see like some of these people who try to make these quote unquote funny videos, which are so stupid. Like they'll like, for example, somebody who's not black. Like they could be white and they could be Latino, non-black Latino, from not from the hood Latino or anybody else. Let's just say, you seen those videos where the dude is like, say, pouring Hennessy or pouring a champagne in a bottle, and he's got
Mm.
three girls twerking, and then he takes
I say big up.
the money's calling me, and then that video goes viral, and I sit back, I'm like, yo, how does this type of video go viral?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm sitting there like, you got girls twerking, naked, half naked in your video.
Mm.
Hennessy, pouring champagne, listening to some hip hop song in the background. And then you're talking about the money's calling me. If you ain't on this money wave, fuck yourself or some shit. Like, that's just like, you just doing extra. And then, like I said too, like you have some people who are not Jamaican and they'll probably make videos or go to Jamaica and try to
The
like,
good thing, damn.
them I go no.
Yeah.
Um, like and they'll go there and they'll like have Hennessy too, and they start talking shit about like culture, like they act too much, and they try to get into it and play the negative stereotypes of the culture.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like they get into the negative stereotypes of the culture, and because they doing that, they think, oh, but that's paying homage too. No, it's not. You
Mm-hmm.
the negative stereotypes of that culture. You know what I mean? Whether it's hip hop,
Mm-hmm.
dance hall, whatever, you're playing into the negative aspects of the culture.
Yeah, them not get it. Them not get it
Mm,
at all. You see me? People who just checked in, you are tuned in to Sprint's Live. Sprint Ravers alongside Gully Chris.
yeah.
Gully Chris dancer with the S. You know what I'm saying, people? Millennial View season 3 premiere tomorrow, 5 p.m. You see me?
Really, Chris Dunn
Culture appropriation. Gully Chris.
had to touch on a few things. Wait, were you able to save that last live?
Nah.
Oh shit.
You want me to save this one?
Oh, you know what you can do? You know how you go to the the right three lines on
The right 3 lines.
no, not right now.
Oh.
Now okay, after this is done, right? It
Eh.
give you the option to share on IGTV or and save onto your phone. You could do both or whatever if you want to but the other one, you know how you archive stuff on Instagram?
Yeah.
There's an option for live archive now.
Mm.
So it might be there. Hopefully it's there.
So the first one could automatically be there.
It could automatically be on the archive live.
Okay, all right, yeah,
Hopefully it's there. If not, that's gonna suck, but it's not your fault because that should just fucking turn off for no reason, yo.
yeah,
Because
God no.
I know, like, so did you want to upload this on YouTube or you just want to keep it on Instagram?
Nah, I'm just keeping this on IG to
Yeah,
be honest.
that's the best part.
Yeah,
People them, you know.
yeah. Do remember this is a 2-part episode. Part 1 is tomorrow, and then next week is part 2. People. So
Mhm.
if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe because that's the only way you're gonna get the updates. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So yeah, and you know, it's good that we did touch on this, and especially someone like myself because who grew up with that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's important too, especially when you speak about it because at least people know what you're actually, are you genuine or not?
Mm-hmm.
People that's not, because like at the end of the day, like I said on the show, like I haven't made much money on dancehall, and that's
Mm-hmm.
fine because I'm not mad about it because I
Yeah.
actually love doing it from day one. You know what I mean? Only time I really get paid is like if somebody books me for a party, and like I said, like another thing too, like when some of these people they go to Jamaica and shit like that, if you want to like go there and show your love for the culture and like, and let's just to go to Jamaica, that's fine,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not gonna in my opinion I would never want to accept a booking to where it's like a clash thing, like where if me go there, so I don't want to speak Patois because it's just a case. There's
Bro, who
just say, I
cares?
don't want to like just say for example, there's a clash, a dance battle between me and like let's just say somebody from Rivers, and I'll go there,
mm,
and we both dance equally great. Okay,
mm,
I feel like there will be a bias, and they will say like, oh, we're gonna give it to him because like, oh, he's white and he knows how to do the moves pretty good. See,
mm,
yes, I'm glad that you see that I genuinely love it and I love dancing, but I wouldn't want to take the money out of, even though I don't come from money, I wouldn't want to take money out of the dancers them in Jamaica. Like, I feel like that's your spot. You deserve that money. You see me? Because that's where you're from it.
that's your element.
You see me? Like, but if me get booked for like a party and them say, yo, this is what you're gonna get, we're gonna pay for your room and shit like that, that's different. You paying for me to
Mm,
go there to endorse your party and do this and promote it and dance and get to know people. Like, and that anyway, that's networking too. You see me? But like,
Right.
and even if a dancer invite me, yo, I want to have a class with you as a guest, and you're gonna get this amount. All right, that's different. But like when it comes down to clashing on them thing, that I would never go there to like, because I feel like some people will try to do that to prove a point. Like, oh, I can go there and try to like show the originators that I'm better than them. Nah, I would never want to do that. That's just like, nah. Like I'm gonna challenge exclusive dancers and be like, I can do this move better than you.
Bro, never, 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 never. Yeah, because that's when you look stupid, to be honest.
Exactly, because in my opinion, you're just doing extra. But like, if you go in there to like for a bookings, that's different. But,
Oh, look who joined. Look who joined. Look who joined.
oh shit! Oh shit! Come on, Chinese man!
Yes, people. This man just joined the live. Yes,
Chinese
this is.
blood. Oh.
Listen, real quick, I'm a big fan of your content, and I would like to have you on my podcast. So, if anything, you want to get in touch, my inbox is available.
Oh, y'all didn't. I didn't give you his links or some shit yet.
Nah,
Oh shit!
nah,
But like
nah.
Mod White, he's the one that interviewed me. I don't know if you got the chance to see the interview because it was a long awaited interview. A lot of people wanted to see. You know what I mean? Because
Mm,
believe it or not, even though a lot of people asked, and it's fine. Like if they ask, like, yo, how did I get into the culture? Like, yo, ask me. I'm not an asshole, but some people don't want to seem like they're nosy. That's the thing. So they won't want to ask you. So like that's why I wanted to do that interview with somebody, and that's why I did it on your podcast. That way people know like this is how I got into it.
I'm gonna send you the link.
Chris Hammond. All right. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna send him the link.
because they're
But he followed me back, so
yeah.
I'm gonna send him the link.
Yeah, because he hasn't done an interview yet, I think. You know what I mean? And then,
Listen. Right now, I just wrapped season 3 and season 4. I'm gonna start filming for that soon. So
mm,
yeah,
that'll be
I'm definitely right after this. After this, I'm gonna send you the link.
yeah,
That way, you get an idea of how everything goes.
yeah. The man live in Florida, so you might have to do it through Zoom or something.
Oh, I mean, I don't know.
Or you could go to Florida, or he could go to New York. No, I'm not.
Listen, I don't know nothing. Like,
Yo, bro, come on, New York, brother. Nah, you know what this? You know he said he was like, yo, he says me left New York, it's too cold now. He says
bro,
I'm white, but I ain't that white.
even this past weekend with the weather, I was like, yo, why is it 54 degrees? I'm too flighty, still usually busy. Yo, listen, if you can do virtual, that's fine. Like, it could still work.
Yeah, yo, and it's crazy. He's been dealing with people reporting his page, yo.
That's what I wanted to. Yo, I'm telling you,
And of
there's
course,
stuff to talk about. I saw that. Yeah,
problem because it don't mean to cut you off, but you see what it's
you're
doing.
good.
Yes, to be aware of the appropriation of Jamaican culture and hip hop culture, we should be aware of it, such as like what, but it's going to the extent where there's people that are lashing out at people who aren't who like such as Mad White Jamaican who's actually from there. So you got these American people who don't believe that Jamaica's out of many one people. So they reporting his content like that's what's pissing me off.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Anything below 40 degrees Madrid. Yo, you're the one wicked, yo.
Yo. Oh man.
Like, so that's the issue.
Mm,
Age like that shit pissed me the fuck off. Like I'm like, oh, this man's been doing this shit since YouTube stopped. Like I don't know, like 06, 07 when I don't know when he created the page.
mm.
Like I've been because I remember I signed up on YouTube. Like I think 06, a little bit after it started, and then I was looking up some dance videos, and I guess it came up as recommendation. It said Mod White Jamaican, and I'm like, a Mad White Jamaican. I'm like, okay, maybe like angry. I'm like, okay, And then he was talking, and I'm just like, yo, it's really a white Jamaican on shit. And like, I'm like, yo, this is really real. Like, because like I said, I know that there's really white Jamaicans because my best friend's mom her dad is like is white. And
Mm.
I mean, and like I said, they're both born in Jamaica. So, and then and also I've seen Chinese Jamaicans. So like especially in the Bronx.
We was talking about that
Oh,
on
you know,
in the
I hit the Bronx and I see the China man on the man just say, oh, I'm like,
I used to hustle so, but yo, yeah, Mad, that's what I was saying. I was saying that, there's people that want to be like, those people that have like the views and the likes and the exposure. They're just upset that they're not in your shoes. So that's what might have caused them to, do those actions, report you or whatever,
yeah,
because they're not you. So that's all that it is. I'll be a bad man.
yeah. And so that's the same thing you told me. So they see me.
Mm,
I genuinely love the culture and I pay homage. Oh, this dude, he's stealing from the culture. I gotta report him. Like, you know what I mean? Because people
right.
have been telling me they think that I've been shadow banned. Because they say like when you post shit that they don't see it. And I'm like, I don't know how you get rid of that. So it's just, and I think that's the problem with this platform now. And it's become such a it's basically like a communist platform because somebody could report you and tell their friends to report you, and then Instagram they just take you down,
They
TikTok
just
take
take you,
you down,
yeah.
and then
I work hard.
and to get into contact with somebody is impossible because they take days and weeks to respond. Just like YouTube, I did a reaction to fucking Coil Ray's big video, right?
Mm.
YouTube flag it. I say, yo, copyright infringement. And I said, first of all, I'm reacting to the video, and there's plenty of people reacting to the video. So
Yeah.
it took them a fucking like 10 days to respond to this shit, and they free up the video again. The views suck now because it was taken down for 10 days and they bring it back, but now it's like the views suck now.
Yo, that's even with the interview that we did. When I was looking at my analytics and then it was saying, "Oh, you have a flag here with the up in the club we go, calling we at the front." I was like, I'm not muting this. I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
So so in order for me to get monetized for it, when that time comes, like I will have to mute it or like trim it out. But I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. Like it takes away the whole like purpose of the little segment.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like up in the club we go.
Mm-hmm. So that's the issue, yo. Like it's turned into some kind of bullshit, yo. And like
Yeah, bro.
if it takes more than one person to report you, then they start flagging you, and then when you try to dispute it, then it takes weeks for them to respond, or days, or even weeks, depending on you know what I mean. Like from what I've seen, YouTube it took like almost like 10 days for them to respond, but like
Mm,
Instagram, some people say it takes like weeks because
right.
they're gonna be taking a fucking sweet time. It's all controlled. Fucking all of these bots control the website. So when somebody reports it, the bot, you know what I mean? Just like fact check. Fact check got no real facts. They're not even real facts. It's a biased opinion, and then they'll
The
say, "Oh,
bots.
not facts." Like fuck you.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? You question
Yo,
what's going on with this pandemic. Oh, this and this. Oh, that's not facts. Fuck you. Then you fuck off.
bro, what was I gonna say? Oh man, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, yo, I'll be a bad man, and what? Let me ask on something, right? What are you gaining from being a bad man? What are you accomplishing? What is your goal?
Maybe I can get views and recognition.
Oh, that way. Oh, he's not getting as much views as he was before. Now he get the same likes as me, 30. Really, bro? Like, this is not a competition. It's just something that we as content creators love doing.
Yeah.
We're not doing it for clout. We're not doing it for views or whatever. We're doing it because we love doing it.
Exactly.
It's our passion, you know what I'm saying? We wanna, um spread, the positivity to the people because right now we're living in times where it's full of misery.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like why not, make people laugh?
That's,
Because life is so short. So laugh, smile.
I feel like ever since you're hopping, dog, like like I said, my algorithm's just like my shit was like this, and then it's just
Ridiculous, bro.
I don't know, man. Like that, and like I said on my last live,
Mm.
I talked about that 50-50 shit with a friend. You know that split and rent.
Oh, I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I gotta make a video that's a little shorter than that because people don't want to sit through a whole live. They don't want to sit through a whole long video. Like I know that's
Short attention span.
I try to cut the shit down, but it's hard. Like when I get in topics, I'm like, yo, I feel like I'm so like passionate about
Bro,
shit.
but that's not your fault, bro, because I was just having this I had this discussion several times, like
Yeah,
because with my episodes, right? Like my longest episode is an hour, right? And that was a Zoom. And it was basically talking about mental health and sickle cell trait. A deep topic. It's deep,
yeah,
right? But again, like people only want to like watch these videos that's like short and sweet. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Instead of just, grabbing like the real important stuff, bro. Like what? I think our interview was like what, 40 minutes, bro?
yeah, yeah.
And then this episode, I had to cut it into two parts because I'm like, yo, you know what? Let me try and see if I cut it down and let's see like if, you know, the attention will be there this time. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like
because me trying to break down that whole 50-50 argument on, not splitting bills and this, like, I was like, I can't really like say in it. I don't know how they do it, and it's just like
mm,
I feel like I'm not gonna really touch on everything in a minute, and then you see how like quick they gotta speak, and then like they'll speak quick and then they cut it, speak real, and then they cut. I'm like, yo, I ain't got time for all of that. I'm like
yeah,
deep into the topic, like you know what I mean, like. So I think I'm gonna make like I'm not cut it down to a minute, but like try to make like maybe a 10-minute video on that topic, just so like people
mm,
can hear like a different opinion on it. You know what I mean? I think
yeah,
I'll try to do that tonight or maybe tomorrow, and try to drop as soon as possible. I'll probably tag you that way. You'll be like, oh, we touched on that topic a little bit towards the end of this live, but you know what I mean?
yeah, exactly. People that's just checking in, welcome to the live
Mhm.
Sprint Reapers alongside Gully Chris. Millennials View podcast season premiere tomorrow,
Yep,
5 p.m. exclusively on YouTube. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe
please
for
do.
more updates.
Ah!
Gully Chris will be featured on tomorrow's season premiere.
Yeah.
It's a two-part episode. Tomorrow's part one. Next Tuesday will be part two. It's a good talk.
Ah! Sprint.
Yo, I made sure I put in the sound bites for I put it, yo, I had to cause I'm like, yo, cause I'm trying to like save money, right? For oh, by the way, I have a GoFundMe in my link tree. I'm trying to raise money so I could get some new equipment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a new interface that way I could push the button and you could hear, oh, oh.
Oh.
Because instead of just like installing it, like might as well just push the button or see it, yeah. Oh,
Oh. Not stuff you like.
yo, bro.
You should have the one for anyway.
But yes, anyway,
Cross, hang.
I would get a soundbite like that though.
Yo, I put both.
Anyway,
Yo, cross, hungry, Mr. Rebel.
exactly.
Yo,
Get the downtown sound bites, bro, and it's
oh,
all good. But
yeah.
people do remember, yes, the link, the GoFundMe is in my link tree. So if you wanna, if you have a heart, please donate. If you have a heart, please donate. I don't care how much it is.
I $3, you know. Do you know what I mean?
I don't care if it's 3, 1, 5, 10,
But not two.
15,
Not
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 100 stuff.
hundred stop. Thousand. Thousand.
Bro, I don't care how much it is.
Anything except $2 because we not deal with two. You see me? Not two.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
One, fuel.
Yeah.
Oh man.
If y'all go get $1, get $1. Don't get two. You know what I mean?
No two. Fuel.
Yo, three.
Oh man. But yo, man, I'll go wrap it up, you know, 'cause
Definitely.
yeah, right now, man, I'm about to upload it and schedule it for tomorrow. That way, like once 5 o'clock tomorrow, it's right there.
Oh,
So yes, people.
a premiere for the YouTube video, right?
Yo, I was thinking if I should set it as a premiere or like just whenever it 5 o'clock hit, the full video is just there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of what to do with that.
Yeah.
Cause I kind of want people to see like the intro that way them can bonks
Yeah.
with it. Isn't it?
And that's some
Yeah,
uploads. Yeah. Tell me. So like I post it. I'm gonna post it on my shit. Be like, yo,
I
the
got you.
interview has been uploaded. Interview. I mean, that video has been uploaded, and then part 2 next week. You know what I mean?
You saw the thumbnail for it, right?
Oh, you sent it to me. You texted to me.
Yeah. Don't say what it is yet. I want the people to like see like when the video come out.
I don't.
But you like it, right?
You told you. Uh, sorry.
The man tired,
All
karate.
right. You text me the name or?
I texted you a picture of it.
Yeah, the picture I liked.
Yeah, that one.
I didn't know if you told
Bro,
me
it's
the title.
perfect.
Like, oh, I didn't see it.
No. That's definitely the perfect you know, picture to use for it. Cause the guy was like, yo, what's the theme for it? And then I told him the theme, and then he was like, yo, send me like 3 pictures that fit the theme, and then I'll just pick the best one. And then he showed me, and I was like, yo, this is perfect. Send it across.
Send it across.
Mm.
Yes.
But yes, people, it is a wrap for this live session. Gully Chris
Yep.
in the building. Tomorrow is the season 3 premiere of the Millennial View podcast. Do remember to subscribe for weekly updates. Do not miss it. This is a 2-part episode. Part 1 will release tomorrow. Next Tuesday is part 2. Do remember. I'm out.
Oh, my. Bruh.